All right, we're back.
No, wait,
Lizard
no,
time.
No, we're not. We're gonna. I guess we are. Fuck it.
Lizard time. Stop. Lizard time. All right, now explain these. Oh,
You walked out.
you walked out on your responsibilities.
Okay. Just like I walked out on my children. So you talk to this lizard and you say that you're buying.
Okay.
You say that you're buying, and it'll be 300. Like it's really sketch because he's like 3 times 300 credits. You buying or selling, bro? But you just go in there and you can pick up like gear. There's all these boxes. That's like shields and gloves.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
Hey,
you go
gloves.
Back. Cool. And then you go back to the lizard guys and you talk to them. And then you say you're selling. And then you lie to these fucking lizards and you tell them you're selling them a Hyperion bazooka.
Okay.
Just hit circle like once. Okay, now hit X. Now you can go in there and pick 7 items because these lizards are fucking retarded. You just lie to them. You're just like, I sold you. You remember that time, lizards, that I sold you that Hyperion bazooka? You should do me a solid. And they're like, oh yeah, I remember that time.
Yeah.
And then you go in and like you go in and take 7 items and you come back out and you're like, so lizards, you remember that time that I sold you Hyperion bazooka? And it's actually not a glitch. This is actually canonical.
Yeah, they're actually dumb.
They're actually
lizards.
big. Like look at that like lizard to the right. Like it's
The
big
lizard was
fucking. We run a shop called Scratch. I honestly, they're on a computer. I think they're just like playing SaGa Frontier, and they're really excited about it. Or that are like.
I don't. Yeah, those guys are us.
Fuck.
I'm the really bored one. And you're like, yeah, SaGa Frontier.
You know, that's actually pretty great.
Yeah.
And the robots are punking us all along.
The audience is the robots.
The audience is the robots. The big green word scratch is fucking how many subscribes Fuse will get. Fucking scratch.
I know, it's because we're not very good.
Yeah, no, I don't know. What does it take to be amazing? You have to like...
I think we have to have consistently good comments and jokes. And
I've seen some Let's Plays. This doesn't seem to be.
Well, yeah, but I don't watch those Let's Plays. I only watch like the real superstars of Let's Plays. I watch Two Best Friends play.
Yeah.
And I watch Game Grumps, even though they just talk about bullshit and laugh and sing and do nothing that makes sense.
That sounds a lot like what we do.
No, we talk about the game. Oh, remember last time I talked about how the Hyperion bazooka and Shrike are references to the novel Hyperion?
Yeah.
And I felt really smart, but that was just something that used to happen.
You fucking nerd. I like how I'm the one calling you nerd, but I have like the Japanese data books for this game. I can't even read them. They're just there.
You have to show me those later.
Yeah, they're actually really cool. One of them has all of the artwork ever done for the series, like from like the fucking conceptual. I said whatever. Conceptual, whatever. From that stage, from that part of the game. Like so, like they just have like really like rudimentary drawings of shit they wanted to put in the game. So it's neat to see how like things have like evolved from like this being a fucking like gene seed of a game to like them really growing it into the behemoth that is SaGa Frontier.
Yeah, so you said it was originally like a Romancing Saga game.
Yeah, so Romancing Saga is this terrible series that Square made.
Is Romancing Saga the one that's like a board game?
I don't remember. No, I don't think so. Dude.
I mean, you're talking so much shit about it, you don't even remember if it's a board game or not.
Like, I really haven't played that much Romancing Saga because they're so bad. But then so they started to make another Romancing Saga game for PS1, but they tried to do way too much bullshit, and so it just became SaGa Frontier. It's actually how a lot of games get made. Like Devil May Cry was originally, they were like, let's make another Resident Evil. And then they're like, what's really core to Resident Evil? I don't know, puzzles. And they're like, okay, let's throw in some fucking puzzles. And they're like, okay, what else is core Resident Evil? I don't know, like uppercutting things with swords. They're like, fuck it, throw it in there. And then they just, like, by the time they were done with it, like, they showed it to Capcom, I guess, and Capcom was like, the fuck is this? And, like, they were about to say Resident Evil, but then they were like, and, like, someone just shut them up, and it was like, it's called Devil May Cry. And then, like, Capcom was like, oh, it's a new IP. But no,
I thought
really,
you guys were working on, but really, get back to work on
where's Resident Evil 4, though? they're like, no, we were working on this all along, I swear. But same thing with SaGa Frontier. It was a similar deal. But this game's actually good, and Romancing Saga is terrible. They made a SaGa Frontier 2, and it's really bad.
Yeah?
It's unplayably bad.
What makes it bad?
The plot is just garbage.
You know, because this plot is literally nonsense so far.
Well, what do you think about the plot so far of this?
Well, I think it's literally nonsense. I think I'm a robot that fell out of the sky. I was found by a kid. I did the entire plot of the film Real Steel, starring Hugh Jackman and a robot.
Yeah, and you got that in this like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then I scammed lizards for an hour.
Just keep scamming them lizards. You should search the gun cabinet to get like.
No, but I want bucklers.
Yeah, bucklers are good. So defense in this game is every shield has a certain guard rate. They don't ever tell you.
Okay.
And so better shields will guard more often, and against different kinds of moves. But typically all physical moves can be blocked by shields.
Huh.
And like even some magic, it's crazy. So shields are really good. Like every character should just have a shield equipped. Which is the second reason they fucking hate monsters. They can't equip shields.
They can't equip shields?
They cannot equip shields.
I think we should play whatever the monster quest is next.
Fuck.
Is Ricky a monster?
Yeah.
Really? He doesn't look like a monster.
Well, that's because they give him furry power and they turn him into a human. They shake the furry rod and they're like, now you're a human. And he's like, but what about my old self? And they're like, that's your persona. It's a thing that I try to forget about. Ricky's storyline is that he has to find the Dragon Balls so that he can wish his horrible furry planet back to life. That's just his plot. And like each one of the searches for the Dragon Balls is essentially like a little mini plot that you do.
Huh.
It actually works really well for Ricky because each of the Dragon Balls, they're actually like rings. But like once you collect them all, you can make a wish.
Yeah.
And so each of the rings is actually unique equipment that only Ricky can get.
Cool.
And they're all really actually pretty fucking good. But the thing that's special about monsters is they can equip like 4 or 5 accessories. So you just equip Ricky with all these ridiculous-ass bomb rings that all have special effects.
Huh.
Like one of them just kills your whole team.
I mean, that doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, no, I mean it's okay, but like just as like characters to put on your team, monsters are pretty shit. They just take a lot of effort because the way it works is there's genuses of monster in this game.
Okay.
You might have noticed by like running around and like fighting monsters, you see.
Yeah,
them,
one's a big dumb lizard.
Yeah.
Another one's also a big dumb lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like if you continue to absorb monsters of the same genus,
Okay.
And get certain skills slotted onto your so monsters as characters have 10 different skills you can slot on them. And one of the skills is a replacement skill, as in it will get replaced by whatever next skill that you absorb.
Okay.
And at the end of each fight, you can absorb a monster that you fought, like kind of like robots.
Okay.
But then it absorbs that monster, and depending on the skills that you have from that monster genus, you evolve into the next monster. It's really fucking annoying, and you have to just fucking fight random battles and like hunt down certain monsters. And then sometimes you absorb them and you don't get the skills, so then you have to fucking do it more and more and more. Like eventually you just have like 5 dragons on your team. That's the end game for monster team is like I got 5 dragons. Although you go the master of space is actually a monster. And so you have 4 dragons and then the fucking lord of space. And he can cast space magic. No other monsters can't do magic or text. They don't spark any skills. The only way to get them stat ups is by absorbing other monsters and working up the genus. So it's like all the grinding of humans, but none of the fucking bonuses. It's quite possibly the most horrible thing any human being's ever thought of.
I gotta tell you, all this stuff, all this level up crap, it's terrible. It's just terrible, and I don't know why you like it.
I really like I like progression. And like like earning.
It's just a fucking Skinner. It's just a Skinner box, dude.
Yeah, I love them.
Skinner box.
I love good Skinner. I love bad Skinner boxes. I don't give a fuck. Like I am like a crack addict. like you're like this isn't good for your health, and it's just lame, and it's like clearly addictive substance. So I'm like I know.
Hey, don't talk shit about crack. As nothing like.
It's nothing like SaGa Frontier. That's how far down the rabbit hole I am. There's actually a little box in the middle that you can pick up bazooka-type weapons from. Oh, yeah? Yeah, that little... That one.
It's not giving me anything.
There you go. It's a different kind of gun, but they're usually like... Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But those weapons are typically shitty. You should go for the ones above them. But, no, I really like this game. But anyway, quick overview. Basically, there's 4 races. Humans, monsters, robots, and mystics. Mystics are essentially confined to magic, and you have to do minimal grinding for them. Robots have the least grinding, but cannot do any magic R techniques.
That seems fun by me.
Yeah, you just absorb other robots to get new moves. And then, you can get ridiculous stats on a robot by just equipping better gear. It's stupid. Like, that's the only way you up your stats as robots. So you just equip a bunch of really Spocktastic gear. I don't know what that word was. Don't
Spocktastic.
Spocktastic. I'm falling for this game's terrible translation. But yeah, no, you just get a lot of really great gear, and then your stats are all like really, really great. And you just mix and match stuff until you get the stats you want.
Man, I wonder how many fiber vests they're gonna give me.
I don't know. You can actually sell them at a town later, so you're actually netting a decent profit off of this.
Well, I'm literally producing free items.
Yeah,
which I
it's
can...
actually... my favorite thing about this place is it's just like a fucking portal to the junk dimension. I'm sure these lizards happen upon the mistake by a level 20 wizard, and they're just like, fuck, and they put all this junk over it.
Yeah.
They cover it up, and they're like, well, now what do we do? We have all these fucking extra planar areas beneath this, and they're like, I don't know, why don't we charge people to come fucking just
let's sell tickets.
Let's just sell tickets. No one really figures it out, but I have. I'm on to you lizard people in Scratch. Fucking idiot lizards. But they're too stupid to realize they're not actually selling the Hyperion bazookas. Because they're caught in a time matrix where they constantly...
Yeah!
I love that this lizard can talk, but you can go fight monsters and you just think they're big stupid monsters. So it really adds a level of dynamics to this game.
Yeah, it makes me kind of sad.
Everything you're murdering has a conscience and can speak and shit. In fact, monsters can be on your team. What am I saying? This is really fucking disturbing.
Well, I mean, I'm also destroying robots, and I have fucked people.
Yeah, it is, like you said, Blade Runner.
Yeah, it's pretty Blade Runner.
I'm a robot, and I'm killing robots. But yeah, no, but continuing, so mystics are magic, and they're the second easiest grind. Robots are they don't have anything really special, except that you can easily get their stats really high. And they're fucking robots.
You know what's really the purest form of this game?
What?
Exactly what I'm doing this second.
Oh, come on.
I am talking to lizards, walking across the room, and I'm randomly getting rewards.
Don't you feel so paid off though?
This actually feels better than the rest of the game.
I know, it's a lot of fun. Grinding is fun, yay. Maybe this is actually the game that made me enjoy grinding in RPGs. Because the rest of the game is just so abysmally terrible that I've convinced myself that the grinding in the game is really great.
But you really just like lizard rooms.
But then it turns out that the story truly is better than the grinding. So that now that I've convinced myself the grinding's amazing, whenever I do everything else, I'm like, this game's fucking awesome.
But yeah, I think you actually do like grinding. Because you love... I mean, I like Ni no Kuni also, but... That game is so grindy.
Oh, what, Ni no Kuni?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the grindiest grind game to ever grind to grind.
For real, so? I didn't think it was.
So you have you have 3 characters and an alternate character, and every character can have 3 monsters.
Yeah.
Those 3 monsters that each character has is just one of 40 monsters you can choose between, all of which you can catch and grind separately.
Yeah, no, I really do like a reward. I like goal-oriented grinding, where you're like, okay, I know that I can get to this part. Here's this ability I can learn eventually, so many level ups.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing I like about SaGa Frontier is that there's just this you can spark skills. I'm like, oh man. I'm just bite shit and sparking skills. Every time I learn one, I feel so good.
I think you should never try to gamble, Kit. Because you will immediately become addicted to gambling.
I gamble in video games, but I know that it's video game gambling, so I know how to play the system. I know that eventually either A, the game is just programmed to where it won't pay out, or B, I can eventually scam it out of all of its money. But in real life, nothing ever pays out at the end.
Super sad.
Yeah.
In real life, nothing works out.
In real life, there is no hope. Your dreams will all be crushed. We only delude ourselves into thinking that we can work hard to earn something. That's the capitalist delusion.
What?
I don't... I'm sure that's the plot of something.
Sure.
Like the new DMC title.
You know, I know you love that game.
I fucking hate that
You're
game.
like...
It's like Capcom took a giant steaming shit on my chest. And like, that's not
just
my
like
fetish.
what you watch on the internet. So you love it, is the bottom line.
Just get the fuck out of here. But no. But continuing my race breakdown, which was supposed to be really quick and simple, I'll get through it eventually, right? So Mystics are relatively easy to grind, can only use magic, for sure.
Yeah.
Robots are the easiest grind, but can't use shit. You just hit with one big attack that aren't even special. Humans can do everything, but are pretty are like the most grindy out of the three.
Okay.
And monsters are fucking terrible. And that's my breakdown of the races in this game. I really like humans a lot. Like, if I had to, like, I don't know, like, if I had to choose only one race to play as, it'd probably be humans.
Yeah. I think I like these robots.
Robots are great, though. Like, I like robots because it's a breath of fresh air. And, like, you honestly don't have to spend that much time fucking around and, like, running through, like, biolab fighting dudes because you want to get skills.
Yeah, I mean, this is all the grinding I really need to do right here.
Yeah.
Just item grinding.
Yeah,
From these
like,
retarded lizards.
This is literally the only grinding you have to do in the game as a robot. But, like, some of the Mystics are really cool, and I like a lot of the Mystic builds.
Okay.
Time Lord is a Mystic that you get, and his whole deal is that he knows fucking time magic.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good magic.
Yeah, at one point he, like, so the whole deal with Mystics is that they're immortal. And sometimes they get really tired of being immortal and they just fucking, like, go to sleep forever.
Cool.
But, like, there's like, Mystics, you just say...
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, don't fucking... But, so there's a couple Mystics running around, and no one likes Mystics. Everybody thinks they're a bunch of assholes. But, because, like, they're immortal magic users, right?
Yeah.
But this one Mystic, like, was like, fuck you guys, gonna learn time magic, and, like, instead of letting all the other Mystics, like, hound him about it, he just fucking made his own, like, pocket dimension, walked in it, froze time, and, like, just sits in the corner, pondering time itself. Like, if you show up, he's just like, God damn it. But you can get him to join your team as most characters if you just go through the magic storylines.
Okay.
And he's a Mystic and he has time magic, which time magic is fucking awesome.
I mean, it sounds like it could be pretty decent.
Yeah, it's really great. And so what you do is you, it's like 100 times. Like, the opposite of time magic is space magic.
Okay.
All the magic in this game has, like, an opposite, and you can only get one or the other.
You know, it sounds like the people who designed this game don't know how physics works.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But fucking time and space.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
They're not fucking opposites. In fact, that's like the opposite of what is correct. Was that what they're trying to get at? Because that's pretty fucking complicated. That's a long way to go for a joke. That's all I'm saying.
The other magic schools are, the common ones I'll go over are, there's light and shadow.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then
one's light, one's the opposite of light, was the absence of it. That is an opposite. Good. Well done. Continue.
The next one is arcane and rune.
Also, that makes no sense. That's completely insane. Those things are not opposed in any sense. One is letters, and the other is esoteric. That's the thing that it says.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
But Time Lord knows fucking time magic, and so one of my favorite builds to do on him is you just absorb these 3 monsters that all up your quickness, which makes you go earlier in the turn.
Okay.
And if you have max quickness, like, no enemy in the game is going to go before you.
Alright.
Well, then you just use the time spell that affects every unit in the game, even bosses.
Okay.
And it makes them skip their turn. But because you went first, you can effectively lock down any one unit with Time Lord. And then you know, if you're fighting a bunch of guys, you have badass fucking spells and you just rock them. But, like, you're just like, oh, I'm fighting this horrible dragon monster, fucking time skip his ass until oblivion. Yeah, and it's a really good build. So, like, that's the thing about Mystics is you can always make oddly specific builds. My other favorite Mystic is Nusican, who may or may not be a Lord of Death.
Alright.
Essentially,
so you've only told me a couple types of magic, though. I want you to continue talking about that. I will continue pointing out that there's nothing that would make these things opposed.
Well, there's like this one form of magic, I can't remember what it's called, but you get it from the Japanese area, it's kind of like It's called like Body or something or something. I don't know what I don't remember what its name is. I hardly ever pick it up. It's actually got a decent like self heal in it.
Oh, all right.
But it's opposed to Realm,
But,
which is I don't like. I think it's maybe called like Mind or Soul, and then Realm is the other.
okay, sure. Playing off Cartesian dualism. I don't know.
Whatever, but like those, essentially Realm is got like some really neat spells. You start off with Realm Magic whenever you're playing Blue storyline because he's from the Magic City.
Okay.
Or Magic Realm, whatever the place is called. And then and you can't get Realm Magic on like anyone else.
Okay.
Rouge is a character that most people can pick up.
Okay.
He's Blue's twin brother. And Rouge actually has Realm Magic. And so that's typically how you get access to it, is you just have Rouge on your team. But or maybe Mystic is the opposite of Realm. Mystics have their own magic called Mystic Magic. It's pretty much bad.
Okay.
All Mystics get it.
All right, explain what the fuck a mystic is to me.
Okay, so a Mystic is
like
essentially
within lore.
Within the lore. Well, I said it before. They're humans with well, they look like humans.
I know they look like humans.
Yeah. But they have blue blood instead of red. And yeah, no, this is important.
Okay.
They have blue blood instead of red, and they're just like these fucking like, essentially like Eldritch magic gods or some shit. Like they're really badass, and they have this king called Orluge, who's the Charm King, and he's just this fucking fabulous motherfucker. Another one of the mystics is this guy called Virgil. He has this giant golden palace.
Okay.
And you walk up to him in Ricky's story, and he's like, yeah, I'll let you have, like this like Dragon Ball thing, but you have to amuse me. And so you fight against Orluge, and you can't hurt him, or not Orluge, you fight against Virgil. None of your moves hurt him. He's just like, you just take 0 from everything you throw at him.
Okay.
So the whole point of the fight is that you have to do combo techs.
Okay.
And like, if you do a 2 combo, he's just like fucking pitiful, and he gives you no points for it. You have to do like 3 combos and higher.
Jesus.
And if you do the same combo more than once, he doesn't care. So like, you just have to sit there and like hope your moves combo together, and if they don't, he just murders your whole team. He's like, get out of my sight. But or at least I think he murders you. I don't know. I've only felt it once, and I just remember it being really, really sad, and like me crying for the rest of the day. So
Good. Good.
But yeah,
that story made me happy.
Virgil's a mystic, but there's my other favorite mystic is Nusican.
Okay.
And he's just this guy that's living in Kurong, which is like this fucking shifty as fuck, like
Hey,
downtown.
if it's cool wrong, I don't want to be right.
God damn it. But yeah, Kurong's like really like crazy industrial ghetto kind of bullshit.
It's like real Shanghai.
Yeah, and he's just in this fucking shitty doctor's lab, and you go in there and like, typically if you walk in there with any character, he's like, now lay down on the table, and like there's like a pentagram on the floor, and it's like, you can just fucking hightail it out of there. Like, your character's just like, nope, this is a bad idea. But like, if you're playing Blue, who Blue doesn't give a fuck, he just walks up and he's just like, you, me, let's go. and like Nusican's like, alright. But Nusican's real cool, if only because he's got like a fucking like lab coat and he's a badass. But my favorite thing about Nusican is
You, me, let's go.
You, me, let's go. Yeah, no. My favorite thing about Nusican is that he every mystic has a piece of gear that's bound to them, which is normally a problem.
Okay.
Most mystics have a piece of armor bound to them, which means you can't unequip it, and you have to like fucking equip a different kind of armor. Like, you can't equip a better armor than that one. And they're usually decent for the beginning of the game, but like eventually you get better armor, and you're just like, well, fuck, now you have the shitty armor stuck to you. Also, if you wanted to use a suit, which the suits don't let you equip armor, there's nothing up there. That's just for aesthetics. Like, you can't equip suits because you fucking wear an armor. It sucks. Well, Nusican has a t-shirt as his bound piece. Except it's the best fucking shirt in the game.
Nice.
The second cool thing about his shirt is that in battle, it's an unlimited use item that heals a target player. So it's just an unlimited healing shirt that he just rubs on people, I guess. And it's
That is how unlimited healing shirts work.
Yeah, and he's Dr. Nusican, so he's like he's really cool. Like I like using him and because then he has infinite heals.
Yeah.
And they're actually pretty good heals, and then you can make him a caster for your team.
I'm gonna get one more buckler, and then I'm gonna call it.
My friend on one of the final boss fights, which is with Satan, his whole team was just wiped. They're all dead except for his main character and Nusican.
Okay.
And the only reason Nusican has his main character's consistently hitting for 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
But Nusican's hitting for 60 with every kick. Because he never took the time to stat out Nusican.
Yeah,
Because Mystics, you have to go absorb monsters. He never did that.
Yeah.
He just absorbed whatever he was fighting at the time, and it was all shit.
Okay.
And so, but he didn't die with Nusican because Nusican can constantly heal himself.
Okay.
But one of the mystic spells you get is called Glass Shield. And it puts up a shield in front of your character, and if the opponent would do a melee attack against your character, their attack is cancelled. Instead, they take damage as the shield breaks on them.
Nice.
Well, so he would just, every time Lucifer would go to rear his ugly head at Nusican's shield would just break and fucking stab him Lucifer's face. And then, if he ever hurt the other character, Nusican would just rub his shirt all over him. And so that's how he won the fight, was just Nusican hitting for 60. And casting Glass Shield.
Boss.
And so that really sealed the deal. Nusican's one of my favorite characters, and a mystic. So he's actually one of the most viable mystics.
All right, let's. I think I'm done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So let's start equipping bullshit.
Okay, cool. I'm going to tell you about the only other mystic that's worth getting.
Okay.
Her name is Methardum, and she's not a full mystic. I think she's a shitty branch.
Look how many light bolt things I have.
Fucking troop rifle. I like that. It's the Goonie CP1
This is
22
pretty
attack
fucking
power.
good.
Yeah, see what the Goonie. Oh god, yeah. Get rid of that junk bazooka, please.
That jump bazooka. I like the jump bazooka.
I know you do, but it's bad.
Okay. I like the light bazooka.
Well, keep going down. There might be. What is the? Oh, the CP one's
Nah,
not
it's
that
good.
great.
That trooper rifle's boss as fuck. I'm gonna put a buckler on him somewhere.
Yeah, he needs good. But yeah, give him the laser cannon. The fuck
Water cannon?
No, the one above it. It's the light cannon.
Light bolt. No, it's terrible.
No,
Light
no,
bazooka?
light bazooka.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so Mastardom is a. She's actually got tits. But she's yeah, whatever. I don't know.
That seems like a weird thing to bring up.
Yeah, whatever. But she... God, your stats are going to be so dumb. But Mastardom's a... what are those things called? Mermaid. She's a mermaid.
What was it called? Mermaid. She's a mermaid. That makes sense, right, Max? Yeah, I guess.
But she's a mermaid mystic, and her bound item is an accessory, which is, really good, because it's not a fucking piece of armor that you need to replace.
Yeah.
The accessory makes her immune to water type attacks. Which is fucking cool.
Yeah.
But it also allows her to get the special ability where she can sacrifice one of her life points to full heal your whole team.
That sounds pretty decent.
Yeah, it's limited by the fact that it will eventually kill her.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it's pretty good. So, it provides your team... there's no mass heals in this game, by the way. Mass healing is just not a thing. And healing is kind of hard to, come by. You have to really itemize for it or, build into it magic-wise. Are you throwing a sword on them?
Why not?
Because you need a shield.
Oh, you're right.
And you're just going to shoot guns anyway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot guns. But I'm gonna run bulls eventually.
Well, yeah. Yeah. You don't have the suits of armor that give you the armor breastplate
I think they're worse. These are the full suits.
Yeah, but I thought armor vest gives you more defense stat. See?
Yeah, but it doesn't give me strength and quickness.
I guess. I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah.
But armor vest is also bulletproof. So.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, makes you bulletproof.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Alright, now just equip Gin with stuff and don't worry about those other shits.
I'm gonna equip everyone.
Fucking hate those other characters. You have the Fiend Rod. I don't know if the other items are actually better.
The broadsword. I don't know.
What does Laser Knife do? Check Laser Knife. Oh yeah, Laser Knife's better than Fiend Rod. Just get two
Laser knives, yeah.
Give him a buckler?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. No, that's awesome. Laser knife.
Junk parts.
I like to think that it's just the hilt of a knife, and like you click a trigger, and it shoots like lasers out of it. Don't do anything.
Take him.
Take him. Gin's just got some junk hanging off of his junk. 99 leather gloves. It's gonna be really great whenever you find the person who buys leather gloves from you.
I have 99 leather gloves. What?
Yeah.
What have I been doing with my time?
We've been talking about SaGa Frontier. It's a real fun game. See, just 4 accessories. If I can put that bumper on Ricky.
Yeah. Looks good on him.
Oh man, I fucking hate this war.
Hey. She likes you.
I don't know, Mayling's just not a very good character for combat, I guess.
I just gotta equip her with bazookas.
Okay. Like, she doesn't spark skills very well. You need to keep the Goonie, because that's the only way you're going to spark anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The bazookas are, because they're like a special effect kind of gun.
Oh.
They're not going to spark gun tech. Same thing with like Light Vulcan or any bazooka or water cannon. But the Goonies are actual guns. So like, they're better.
Is it better? Or maybe it's the same. I don't know.
But yeah, other mystics. If you play as a Zealous, you actually get like the most mystics in the game on your team. And some of the mystics she gets are actually pretty good, but they're only for her. So. Yeah. Anyway,
is the only shop in town?
Yeah.
That's fucking retarded.
Well, no, what's retarded is that one lizard.
Yeah, well, that guy is retarded. Look at him. Yeah.
It's fun being a lizard in the lizard town.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll out.
Nothing'll get me down. I'm in
It's just because,
town.
like, you know, homie can only equip accessories, and there's no way I can get accessories.
Okay,
It's a
just
total
save.
bitch.
Just save.
Fine. Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I should save, because I just grinded lizards for like a fucking decade.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna save for this first one.
Should we make sure the audio's not all fucked up?
Yeah, but we still have the 35-minute save.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but this is another...
Oh my god. Yeah, we should. I mean, we should right now.
You just realized, oh shit, I just grinded lizards for 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
Spend more time doing lizards than you've spent saving the world, you ass.
Listen, that's all I need to do, though. Alright.
Okay.